intro is not annoying. I've been doing it for years. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. And I'm spitting everywhere, but that's the last time I'm doing that part of the intro. So today I want to make a quick video about how I organize my Lilly Pulitzer agenda for nursing school. This is really just the way that I organize my agenda and have organized my agenda for years. I have used Lilly Pulitzer agendas for about 6 years now. This is my 6th one that I've owned, and I filmed an overview and an unboxing of this agenda. I will leave that video linked in the cards for you to go check out. But just a little bit about the Lilly Pulitzer agenda and my history with it. Like I said, I've used these agendas for a really long time. I was in a sorority in college, and not everyone, I feel like they weren't that popular back then. Like a handful of people had Lilly Pulitzer agendas. When you're a college student, you would need an agenda. Like I don't know how anyone can get through college without some kind of organization system. A lot of people like to use their phones. That's totally cool if you're like a technology person that likes, you know, everything at your fingertips, which is really nice. I used to do both, but since, I don't know, I just really can't get myself away from buying an actual agenda, and I just wanted to show you the way that I like to organize my agenda for nursing school, because I am in nursing school, I'm a nursing student, and especially in nursing school, not, you know, let alone college, but nursing school, you need to stay organized. There's no freaking way you really are not going to get through nursing school unless you have yourself a planner or an agenda of some sort. And I really do believe that any agenda will do. You can pick one up at the Dollar Tree. Like, I got this one as a stocking stuffer. I don't know if it's from the Dollar Tree, but it's just a little pocket agenda, and I was using it for a good amount of time to like put appointments in, and I just carried it in my purse. So literally any kind of agenda that keeps you organized is going to help you so much. So today I just wanted to share with you the way that I organize my agenda. I have not touched pen to this agenda since I got it like over a month and a half ago, which is crazy, but I was contemplating waiting till the new year to use it, but I don't think I can wait. I can't wait. I'm doing this today. I'm going to write in this today. Anyway, let's get right into this video, shall we? So this is my newest Lilly Pulitzer agenda for August 2017 through December 2018. It's almost September, so I wasted a month in this one. Great. It's a little toasty in here. I don't know what's going on. Side note, the maple pecan, no, I don't say pecan. What do you say, pecan? The maple pecan iced coffee, or the maple pecan coffee from Dunkin' Donuts, tastes like fall in a cup. I'm not a pumpkin spice fan, so this stuff is doing it for me. I'm in full-on fall mode. It's good. Here is my agenda for 2016-2017. I love my agenda. This thing, I bring my agenda with me to work and school and anywhere that I'm going to like sit down and organize. And someone just started mowing their lawn. I bet you can't hear it, but I can, and it's gonna make me talk louder. See what caffeine does to me? Great. Like I said, I've used these agendas for so long. I wonder how many times I've said that already. I have a whole system that I developed probably at the beginning of this year, kind of. I've always color-coded my agendas. I have a different color for every little aspect of my life. In this past year's agenda, I made a little color code key. Not that I really need it because I have these colors like engraved in my brain, but it's just nice to like have a key in your agenda of all the things that you want to keep track of in your life. So for my color code key, I like to keep track of work, finance, which is like literally all of my bills and my paydays, and I keep work in green because that's when I'm making that money. I keep the finances in like a pinky red color because that's losing money, having to pay bills. And then I put events, like any little event in my life, like anything social basically, in like a pretty lavender purple color. I put birthdays in blue because blue, birthday, I don't know, it just rolls off the tongue. I put my Syracuse games in orange because that is our school colors. mainly orange. I just associate orange with that. I put YouTube in pink. I put anything from my Young Living business in like a dark green or like a pea green. I put my workouts in lime green. I use purple for school. I use navy blue for appointments. I use black for to-dos. I use like a purpley maroon color for goals, and I use yellow for church. So that is the color code key that I'm going to continue using in my 2017-2018 agenda. I'll probably, excuse me, coffee makes me burp. I'm going to continue to use my color code key, the same exact one, in my new agenda. I'll probably make a little key for it eventually. So I'm still going to continue using my old agenda until the end of the year. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I try to keep up with both of them simultaneously, but sometimes it's a little bit tough. I really experimented this year with some different things, and I like the system that I've got down. So I'm going to share with you like the pens that I like to use for my agenda. I use the Papermate Flare pens. This packet, there's 16 in here. I got these at Target a while ago, and to be honest, I really could use a new pack. I carry them around in the pouch still because I bring them to work and stuff, and it's just easier to keep track of them in the case, but I'll take them all out. They're just getting a little worn out, but they've lasted a really long time at the same time. So these are the Papermate Flare felt tip pens in the medium point. The 16 pack. You can get these, like I said, I picked mine up from Target. You can probably get them at Walmart. I know that they're on Amazon. I'm sure Staples or any like school supply store also stocks these, like 1000% sure. So yeah, there's so many different colors. I absolutely love these pens. I found that with my agenda, I like to have like a bold color and bold, like thicker font, I guess you could say. I use these big Gelocity pens for my note taking. I don't like the way that they look. I don't like the way that they look on like a monthly spread in an agenda. I don't mind them for like my weekly spreads that I do, but I still just use my Papermate pens for my agenda. And I use these big Gelocity pens for note taking. The only thing that I use in my agenda is the black pen because my black Papermate pen ran out of ink. That's why I have to get a new pack. But I love both of these. I really do. Back in the day, my very first Lilly Pulitzer agendas, I used the Stettler's Tripless Fine Liner, the Dry Safe felt tip pens. These are also amazing. They're kind of like an in-between. They're fine. You know, they're fine tipped, they're like fine lines. They're kind of an in-between the big pens and the Papermate pens. I love pens, guys. I always buy like the biggest variety pack with like the most colors that I can find. I always just buy those. And these are even more expensive than the Papermate, but they're worth it if you like a fine tip but you want a fine line, but you want a felt tip. These are a great option, and they don't bleed through. Neither do the Papermate felt tip liners. Felt tip flare. I'm sorry, I'm saying all these pens wrong, but I do have these. They're kind of running low on ink. I've had about 4 packs of these that I've gone through in my lifetime. The colors are very beautiful. I love them. I love pens. Like, I'm really kind of a pen freak. I just love school supplies, what can I say? So I have these. They're great. Also recommend them for the Lilly Pulitzer agendas. Again, if you like the fine lines instead of like something thick and bold. That's what I use to write in my agenda. And another little thing that I really enjoyed about my agenda from last year, not only the way that I organized it, but I also really enjoyed making a collage in my agenda. So I made this picture collage on the back cover of the agenda. And I used my HP Sprocket. This is not a sponsored video by any means, but I'm just saying that these are like the tools that I use to like make my agenda my own. And I don't know if I want my sleeves rolled up or rolled down. I just can't make up my mind, and now I have an itch. I got my Sprocket. Excuse me, I'm belching like there's no tomorrow. I got my Sprocket for Christmas, and I absolutely love it for like, I'm not much of a scrapbooker, but I love putting stickers in my agenda, so that's what I did. I made a whole collage, and whenever I'm at work and people want to know, like, without whipping out my phone, if people want to know like what my mom looks like or people in my family look like, I just like pull this out and I'm like, look, here's my mom, here's my dad, here's my grandpa, here's my best friends, here's my sisters, here's my dogs. Like, I have it all here. It's just like a quick reference to people in my life and pictures that I really, really do love. I just printed them out and put them back here, and it's just another little touch to my agenda that makes it my own and makes me excited to use it every day. I probably, again, will sit down and make a whole collage for my new agenda, but for right now, we're just gonna get into the organization of it now that I've gone on like a 10-minute rant about pens and pictures and all sorts of things. Picked up this little notepad from, well, it's actually a 4-pack of sticky notes from Target. I pick these up all the time for like all seasons, and I plan on keeping these right in my notebook, right in my agenda in the front pocket, along with all of my other stickers from previous agendas. I will just transfer them over to this. I save all of my stickers from my old agendas, and I just put them, I just like transfer them from agenda to agenda. I have quite a collection. So I have all these sticker sheets of Lilly stickers that I will put in the pocket, the front pocket of my agenda, along with my new post-it notes. And I really like these because don't forget sticky note, and then they just have to-do, memo, and ideas. You can like tape these down in your agenda or glue them in or whatever, just to make them like a permanent part of whatever you're working on. So I like post-its and stickers and fun things like that. A couple sheets from my I'd Rather Be at the Beach notepad. This is just like a weekly at a glance notepad from Lilly Pulitzer. I bought this a while ago, like a couple years ago, and it's lasted me a really long time. I usually just rip off like a couple sheets, stick them in there. I don't use them every week, but when I like to kind of like plan out my week without permanently writing in my agenda, I just jot things down for the week in these little boxes. So I like to keep a stack of those in the agenda, so I'm gonna add a stack right now into the agenda. And again, I got those off of the Lilly Pulitzer website a while ago, and I think they still make like notepads like this. You can definitely look into that and look into purchasing those. So putting all of that aside, let's just go ahead and actually get into writing in this baby, shall we? Alright, I'm gonna bring you guys on downtown so you can see what I'm writing. So basically, what I do to stay organized for nursing school is I take my topical outline that, and please don't ignore this little message that I wrote to myself on the top. I have my topical outline for the fall semester of 2017, and this is it, guys. This is my last topical outline in nursing school, so I'm pretty excited to apply it to my agenda. So I use my purple pen to mark anything on this outline. I put my whole schedule down in my agenda as soon as I get the topical outline, and that way it's in there. I can reference it whenever I need to schedule work and know that I can make it or not make it to certain events that I want to go to. So I find it very helpful just to copy this, basically all the dates and times that I need to be in school so that I know exactly where I need to be and when I need to be there. So we're gonna go to August 2017, and beautiful monthly art, and then here's my monthly spread. Maybe let's just do September. Let's skip right over August. So September 2017. I'm gonna use my old planner to fill this in because I have a lot already written in my old planner. So I'm going to take my old planner and just kind of use what I have in here and paste it basically into there. I'll show you how I fill out my month weekly and monthly. So here's September in my agenda that I'm using right now for 2016-2017 for September of this year. And as you can see, I don't have too much filled in all over the place, and I might use a couple different techniques when organizing my agenda for this new agenda that I have. So here's August and the agenda that I'm using, and all these little numbers in purple here are the countdown that I have started up until the last day of school, which is basically the end of the year. So there's 125 days left of school for me, and that's really exciting. Literally every single day, not just classes and clinical and all of that. Literal amount of days. So as you can see, I have school in purple. I have my bills written out in the pinkish color. So school is purple, bills are this pink color, and then I have work, these little circles. I don't know if you can see them or not. I use green for work, this color green. It's like a darker green. And then for people's birthdays, I use this blue color. I don't have anything written down for YouTube in here, but I use YouTube mostly in my weekly spreads, and that is pink. SU games, orange. Workouts, lime green. Church is this pretty yellow color. And what else do I use? I write my goals down here on the side. As you can see, I wrote the word goals, but I did not write any goals down. I use that color for goals, and then I use blue for appointments. And this is my favorite color in the stack, and it's this lavender color for like fun events that I have to go to. I wrote all my concerts that I went to down in purple, and I put a little cloud around it. So what I'm thinking that I'm going to do in the upcoming agenda is for birthdays, I want to put a bubble around them, and the bubble that I have been practicing on drawing. So I want to create a new design for birthdays. So I think that for birthdays I want, like, I already have my color codes down. I am not thrilled of like the design that I have. I like to use the boxes around things like bills, and I'm probably gonna box in my school hours as well. And then for fun events and birthdays, fun events, I do a nice purple bubble around them, just like that, just like a cloud. And then for birthdays, I might like try to do some pretty calligraphy this time around, and do like a box like this, like a scalloped box. I feel like my brain doesn't want to do this correctly. I just have to like think about it, which is ridiculous, but something like that, like a. So those are two little like box designs that I have in mind for organizing. So this is birthdays, B-Day, and then events. Sorry, my handwriting isn't beautiful. You'll see kind of like what I do for my to-do lists and my goals. I use those little arrows. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get into my new monthly spread for September and my new agenda. So I'm gonna go ahead and write in what I can, and you can watch me write. So first I'm gonna write in all of my school things that I have to do for school in purple. So as you can see here, I wrote the first date of class for school on September 6th here in purple, just like I always do, and I boxed it in because I think that I like the way that that looks better. And something that I also want to do, because I have a test on that day, I'm going to take my purple highlighter and just highlight it a little bit. So I have these Yobi highlighters. These are from Target. They're like miniature highlighters, but they have so many different colors and they're very affordable. They're like $4.99 for a 10 pack. So I highly recommend these to have like a variety of colors. and such. So I'm going to go ahead and just highlight test number 3. Number 1. So I went ahead and highlighted test number 1 with my purple highlighter, and I'm gonna go ahead and write everything else out. I got a lot of what I have class every Wednesday, so I'm gonna write all of my class times in here. So I already hate myself because I don't have anything on the 15th, and I'm really mad that I wrote there, so I'm gonna white that out. I'm being really OCD right now because I just want my new agenda to be focused and everything. So on the 14th I have an ethics midterm due, and it's online, so I'm just gonna highlight that. I use this purple color for all school related things. So in my agenda, that's the color I use, but I have different binders obviously for my different classes and stuff. So even with my nursing classes and my ethics class, I use the purple color as well as for clinicals. So I just know that that's nursing school. And I'm also, for my ethics class, we have online classes every other week. So I'm just going to highlight the ones where I need to be in class. And that's on the 7th and the 28th. So that's going to indicate that I need to go there that day. Accident here. Very unfortunate. So even though this is a video about how I organize my agenda for nursing school, that's all that I pretty much do for my monthly spread as far as school goes. But I do want to go ahead and add in all of the other things that I have going on in my life, because as much as nursing school is my life and really only my life, I do have some other things going on in the month of September. One of those main things are bills. I have tons of bills due every month, and for the month of September I get paid on the 1st, the 15th, and the 29th. And for paydays, I just like to make a little P with a circle around it. And I know that could look like it's my period, especially because it's this color, but obviously it's not. I don't really keep track of that in my agenda. So I'm going to put in all my paydays first. So Friday the 1st, Friday the 15th, and Friday the 29th. Also a technique that I like to use in my agendas as far as writing in the boxes is, I like to start from the bottom with things that I have to do and work my way up. So next I'm going to go in with bills that I have due and put that on top of my school assignments. Okay, now that I have all of my bills and school in my agenda and the important dates highlighted, I'm going to go ahead and write in the days that I have to work, and all that I have scheduled so far is a day shift on Thursday the 7th. So for work, I just write in this green color, and I write a D for day shift, an E for evening shift, and an N for night shift, which I never work. So usually it's just D's and E's, and I will circle them. So yeah, if you're an SNA and you work and go to school, that's the method that I've used for years. I've worked in a hospital for 7 years, so I've always used that method. I just write my shift and then I circle it, and I know what time I have to be there, obviously, because I know day shifts start at 7 a.m. So anyways, the next thing that I'd like to go ahead and put in my agenda is birthdays, and I have a couple birthdays this month. I have my grandpa on the 5th, my boyfriend's brother is on the 8th, and my sister is on the 26th. Again, for birthdays, I use this bright blue color. So there I wrote my grandpa's birthday in, and I used that new scalloped technique, and I think that I like it. So I'm gonna use that for my sister's birthday and Brendan's brother's birthday as well. Usually for birthdays I like to occupy as much of the box as possible, but when I have a lot in the box already, I just kind of squeeze it in where I can. So with that being said, the next thing that I like to mark down in my agenda is fun events that I know are coming up. So I know on Friday the 8th I have a wedding to go to, so I'm just going to literally write wedding. I know whose wedding it is, so I'm just going to put that in. I almost forgot, I have my cousin's Natalie's birthday on the 9th, and we're also having her birthday party that day, so I wrote it in purple. So I need to put Natalie's birthday in here. And I think that's actually all that I have for the month. So this is how I organize my agenda. I color code, I use different kinds of boxes for different things. I highlight things, and I think I actually want to highlight the birthdays because I want them to kind of pop a little more. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I have gone back and forth with highlighters in my agenda, and a lot of the times I like to use them. In the past I've used them to mark the day off, I would highlight the days that have passed. But in my current agenda I'm doing a school countdown, which I don't think I'm going to do in this particular one. I'm going to finish it up in my old agenda because it ends at the end of the year. In this one I have all of 2017 to go through, so I'm not going to X any boxes off or do anything crazy like that. So I might do highlighting boxes, or I don't know yet. So yeah, I think I want to make some things pop a little more. I really like the highlighter stuff for school for important things. So actually I'm gonna highlight this day because I have a test that day, so I want the whole box highlighted because my OCD is real. So I love the way that looks actually, so I'm gonna stick with it. And what am I gonna do next? Oh, I'm gonna write in all of the SU games. Alright, so that's all the games that we have scheduled thus far for the month of September, and I just love the color separation and coordination so much. And then I think I don't have any appointments this month. I am not going to put in my workouts yet because I'm not there yet. I like to do my workouts weekly, and I will literally just write them in at the top if applicable. I usually like to do it right next to the number of the day, so I'll just write gym and then what workout I'm doing, and then I'll box it in. So obviously the days that I have a lot going on, I probably won't make it to the gym, but when I have a test, I don't go to the gym as often, so I like to do the my workouts week by week when I get there. So we're leaving that one for now, and I don't think I'm going to be going to church. Let's see, Sunday the 3rd I have a test, clinical. Maybe I can make it on the 17th, and then I can't go on the 24th. So I usually also will write church in. I go on Sundays, usually Sunday mornings, and I use this yellow color for church. YouTube. I am not the best planner for my YouTube schedule, so that's why I don't usually put that in my monthly spread. This comes up in the weekly spreads a lot, as you'll see. I'll show you what I do for a weekly spread. Unless I know that I want to get a video up by a certain day, I don't typically write this out when I'm doing my monthly spread, but I have it, and that's the color I use for that. And then last but not least, I do like to take this to-do list that's over here on the side, and I like to write my goals there. So usually I just write the word goals above it, and I then will write out the goals that I have set out for myself for the month. I think I want to do something just slightly different this month and jazz it up just a little bit. So I have all these post-it notes, these tiny little guys, and I think what I'm going to do is just kind of match the theme of the month and use a color of post-it that goes with the color scheme. And I'm thinking for this month, I don't know, maybe this color, ooh, this color. I'm gonna use this color. So what I've decided that I'm going to do for my goals section over here is I'm going to take one of my little post-its and write the word goals over it and then tape it down. So I'm not too pleased with what I did here. But anyways, I'll write all my goals out for the month down here. But let's just move on to the weekly spread. And I think that this first week in September is a perfect month for me to show you kind of what I do, because I have a test on that Wednesday. I have a busy weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I organize the weekly spread. It has a horizontal layout. So you have your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday are kind of split, which is fine. That works for me. So what I like to do every single day is I take my black pen, which is what I used for my to-do list, and I write the word to-do. I go like this. So I make a little to-do section. I kind of split these boxes in half. On one side I put everything that I have to do for school, and then the other side is everything else that I have to do that day. So I make a little to-do tab like so, and then I just draw an arrow, a line with, I just like to add that little detail, the arrow detail there. And then on this side I write all my to-dos, and I do like little check boxes. So Monday is Labor Day. In my to-dos here, I write in black ink, but I also, like, if I have something that I want to do for YouTube, I'll put my YouTube thing that I want to do there as well. So I'm just going to go ahead for the whole week and write my to-do section. I know that this week I have to study for my test that is Wednesday, so I'm literally going to write in, first of all, that on Wednesday I have test number 1 at 5 p.m. to 8:30. Well, my test is at 5 p.m. and then I have class until 8:30 afterwards. So on Monday I have to study, and Tuesday I will be reviewing. So what I like to do is get my topical outline out and see what. Okay, so I've already studied a bulk of this material. So on Monday, I will finish up the last 2 topics that I need to study. So I'm going to study, I just make like a little checkbox. I need to study perfusion and circulation. My God, my handwriting. And I need to study, it says Labor Day right there. I also need to study infection, inflammation. And then Tuesday, study, I'm writing comprehensive review. And I'll also probably study on Wednesday. But I'll finish up studying the last 2 topics on Monday, and then I'll review them all on Tuesday and review some of them also on Wednesday. And then Thursday. On the weekends, I usually just will write whatever I need to do. I don't write the word to do and separate the boxes because they're half boxes and it just works out that way. Thursday the 7th, I forget, do I have class for ethics? Friday the 8th, I know I have lab. So I went ahead and wrote in my schedule for nursing this week, or next week rather. I have, I am going to study on Monday, study on Tuesday, then I have class and my first test on Wednesday. I have ethics on Thursday, lab on Friday, and then clinical on Saturday and Sunday. And that's pretty much all I do, like, in advance. And then I'll also write down the days that I have to work, which I have to work Thursday the 7th, a day shift. And that's all for that week as far as I'm working. And then on Saturday, oh, actually on Friday, I have a wedding to go to. When I don't have a lot of schoolwork going on, I put my events and birthdays and such on the bottom lines here. So I have, first, let's put birthdays in first. Now I know at some point next week I want to like film and edit videos and everything, but I literally leave my to-do list for the day. Like, I don't plan too far in advance the things that I have to do that day, because who knows if I'll complete them in the days prior. So I like to leave those blank, and I think that's pretty much all that's going on this week. I think actually there's an SU game on Saturday, yes. So yeah, that's how I like to organize my planner for life and for nursing school specifically as well. I associate those colors with certain aspects of my life, so my eye goes automatically to those things when I think about what I have on those particular days. So yeah, this is the style of planning that works best for me and that keeps me organized in all aspects of my life and in nursing school. I write down every date that I need to know. That way I don't miss anything, and I always know what's coming, and I never forget. I've never really forgotten to do anything for nursing school. So I know I have like a midterm that day, I have a test that day. That way I can plan my life out around those things that are going to take more time for school, and not work when I have school. It's very, very vital for me to have all this information in one place. So I really enjoy planning this way for my monthly spread, and then my weekly spread. I also really enjoy to tackle my to-do lists and things that I have to do for that day so that I can check them off and cross them off, and then also schedule in events and fun things that I have to also do. I hope I'm in focus. So yeah, everyone, that'll do it for my how I organize my agenda for a nursing school video. It's really just like how I organize my agenda. I hope that you guys enjoyed this and it wasn't too confusing. I'm a little upset with the way my goals section came out, and I'm a little OCD when it comes to planning and my planner, but yeah, I'll probably do something different next month. I'll keep you updated if you really care. And also something that you can do that would be fun is to like write a quote of the week somewhere in this agenda or anywhere, you know, on the top. You could write it on a little post-it and like stick it in there. I definitely utilize post-its for things that are tentative, or like I'll write out my work schedule and then stick a post-it in here, and then eventually I will schedule it once the shifts get approved, so on and so forth. But yeah, everyone uses a little bit of a different system for their agenda. If you have different nursing school classes or different classes, you can definitely separate those into different colors if that's the way your brain works and that's the way you want to organize it. But for me, I like to keep everything school related one color. That way I know that that's like something that's important in my life that I have to focus on. My eye goes directly to that purple color, and I know it's for school. No matter what class it is for, it's all important. So yeah, guys, it's really up to you how you want to organize your agenda, but that's what works for me. And if this video helps you out, please let me know. And if you have a way of organizing your agenda that you might think is better than mine, that is totally a-okay. Let me know down below any suggestions you have for me as far as planning goes. I'm really obsessed with this planner. I can't wait to fill out the other sections. I just really recommend having a planner in nursing school. It will save your life. Now back to the original outro. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below and tell me how you organize your agenda. Do you like to color code like I do? What kind of pens do you use? Do you put stickers in your agenda? Just let me know all of that down below. That's all I have to say. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more videos like this from me, and I will see you all on another time. Bye, everyone.
We should like tape it back up.
You really want to hit it, don't you?
It's already coming out. Good job.
Hey, for your birthday, I'll buy a
Look at all that.
good candy. You can just hit it yourself.
Okay.
All right, AJ, seriously, next year you guys will do a pinata for your birthday.